There we are. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I am a few minutes behind, as usual. There we are. Now we're live in all the places. Hey, everybody. Sarah here from Your Creative Junction, and I am coming at you live from the workshop, and we are going to make something together today. I'm super excited. I'm crooked. Let's see if we can fix that. Maybe not. Oh, well, we'll just leave it as it is for now. I am pumped. We just got back from a retreat yesterday, about a little bit more than 24 hours ago, and it was such an amazing weekend. And I'd love to chat with you more about that and let you know all of the fun things that we did, because it was super awesome. And we created, we ate, we rested, we made new friends, we had lots of laughs, and we're already missing it. So that's the way it goes. So I am here to chat with you today about all the things that are coming up this week and a little bit beyond, as well as to share with you the launch of our ornament bar, which is so super fun. The holiday season is upon us. Holiday crafting is upon us. And we have something super fun for our ornaments. We did ornaments last year on a small scale, and you guys loved them. And so I was really inspired to step it up a notch and to bring some more ornaments to you to make it that much easier for you to create them yourselves, or to give them as gifts. And so we've pulled it all together, and behind me, the DIY wall is in full transformation mode. Fall is coming down and Christmas and winter are going up. Just a little bit of winter. There'll be more winter that'll come later in December as we flip the calendar to 2025. So there will be lots more to come to carry you through the cold and blustery months. Some fun new designs and some new shapes, which will keep you inspired and being creative. So, but tonight we're here to talk about the ornament bar, which has 15 designs on it. Yeah, 15 designs. 5 of them are tag shaped, and 9 of them are round. They are all 3D wood ornaments, and they all come as complete kits. So when you visit the store, or if you are joining us at we have 2 more Saturday shows in downtown Belleville. And we're also running a couple of fundraisers here in town. So if you're watching and you are like, oh, I wonder if it's the same for the fundraisers, it is. Only we'll choose your paint colors for you in that case. But if you are visiting us here in store, you're going to come to the wall behind me. Hey, I see some eyes on our live. Make sure you say hello. I would love to chat with you. So behind me, you can see all of our paint colors have been dispensed out into fun little paint pots, and they're all individuals. So if you're coming to the store, you will come and check out the wall. And this applies to, hey, Annette, hello, long time no see. This will be where you will find all of the take-home kits. So the ornaments, as well as the rounds and a couple of other things that might be coming our way. So they will all be here on the wall for you. They are all labeled with an inspiration photo. That shows backwards for me. Hopefully it doesn't show backwards for you. And so you will choose your design based on the image. Hello, Mom. And on the back are your instructions. So if you are gifting this to someone who has never crafted before, you don't have to worry, because everything is complete and in the kit for them, and they will be able to open it up and follow along. We've double checked to make sure that all of the contents are there, and it will come as a complete kit. So you will select a, hey, Mo. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to hear that it doesn't read backwards. It looks backwards on my screen. So you will select a little kit to start. The kit has your toolkit, we call this, has your paintbrush in it and your glue. So each bag has that to start with. And then if you're coming in store, you're going to select your paint pots and toss them in with your toolkit. You will also select from there will be a piece of twine in this bag for you as well. There will be a selection of ribbons all cut up for you. So you'll choose a ribbon that you love, different holiday colors and shapes. I just pulled the red one off the shelf. We haven't got them all cut up yet, but there'll be lots to choose from. And then you will also choose a wooden bead. Not that one. Little wooden beads. Hey, catty. I don't know why that came out that way. That was really, really odd. Katie, I am super tired, so that's probably why. There's a variety of different beads. There's another one that I can show you. So there's some plain wooden ones, and there's some patterned ones like this green. It's not going to focus. There it is. You liked it. You liked my weird accent. I'm also fighting this cold. So twine, ribbon, wooden beads, and then that completes your kit. And if you are, if you are giving it away as a gift, it all gets packaged into your little toolkit, and it is a complete gift. So it is a super fun gift, a really nice gift, I would say, especially if you are thinking about bus drivers or teachers or childcare providers, anybody who might like to get crafty but doesn't like super complex things, maybe just wants to do a little bit of easy painting, follow along. These DIY kits are incredible for any kind of crafter, any level of crafter. It's a simple project that's done in half an hour, 45 minutes if you get super fancy. And then they've created something that is entirely their own. Hey, Lori, I didn't see you pop on there. Thanks for being here. So I'm going to share with you the different design options, and we're going to craft one together so you can see it all come together. So as I'm showing them to you, keep in mind, vote on your favorite. Put your favorite in the comments. So this is a tag shape. Let's see if I can get it to focus. That's super annoying. There we go. So that tag shaped ho 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 Santa is super cute. I'm going to show you all the tags first, and then I will show you all of the rounds. This one does not have a label on it yet. We are in the midst of getting this is our third order of ornaments, and so we're trying to play catch up. So this is a super adorable Rudolph. Has its red nose, also has this string of lights and his antlers, as you can see. Somebody asked me the other day what this round circle is. It's just to go over top of that hole, just to give it some more dimension. So Rudolph is adorable. This is what I call the joy tree. Let me see if you will focus. Maybe. Maybe not. That's annoying. So it is a tree that is on the backer of the tag. And sorry, I'm looking at my computer screen, such as it's there, that totally. You've got a star and the word joy. No, Lori, we don't do anything licensed. So it's It's a slippery slope to go down. We could do something licensed, maybe just as a stencil, but Grinch things are very difficult to get your hands on. So, but we could see what we could find. Be a fun game. This one is Merry and Bright, and it also has little lights. It's adorable. I already showed you that one. This one is the elf legs. I love the elf legs. They are just, it doesn't want to focus for me. His little striped leggings and his cute little boots. Adorable. Adorable. I love it. Part of the reason why there's so many choices is because I can't choose. I love them all. This is a little gingerbread person, and he is also stinking cute. These are our round ones, and so all of the kits are exactly the same, come with all of the same accessories and tools that you need, but they're just different shapes and designs. This is Joy. Peppermint wheel there in the center. Yes, you're right. There was a Merry and Bright transfer a number of years ago. We've also done a Merry and Bright round door sign last year. And I think I still have a couple of those kicking around with those strings of lights. So it is a fun design for sure. And there is a Merry and Bright transfer. You are absolutely right. My brain always wants to look at what it is I'm talking about. Just completely odd, but that's just the way I think. I'm going to see if I can get this guy to line up for you so you have a better idea of what it actually is. That goes on there. That goes on there. This goes on here. Oh, that's so stinking cute. This is a Santa and his little mustache and his little nose. Just like that and like that. I'll get him back in the bag so you can sort of see. You'll have to let me know which one is your favorite, so that you can vote. Maybe that'll be the one that I actually paint tonight. Because I do want to paint one with you. There we go. So this is our little, one of our little Santas. This is the second one. His parts are all going to fall apart. His beard and his mustache and his all of the parts, excuse me, are there for you. This lovely snowman with all of his parts and a lovely little heart and his holly and his arms. So cute. I'm going to show you a toolkit, some paint markers. You've heard me talk a lot about paint markers, but I found some that are reasonably priced, and we're going to test them out tonight. Here is another Rudolph option. This one is round. Here is, I don't know, this one runs a close favorite for me. I just love the glasses on this one. I'm going to try and get them in the right spot for you, because it's, oh my gosh, spot on. Snowman. This is your Mrs. Claus with these glasses and her hair and the bow. There's also, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a tiny little candy cane pinwheel down here that goes up in her hair. I love this one. It's adorable. We had one of our crafters at retreat this weekend make all of these for the grandmothers of a new baby. And she was an incredibly talented artist, and she put glitter on those glasses. And oh my gosh, they were next level. Next level. This is your Nutcracker. So a full nutcracker. Well, I guess he's not a full nutcracker. He's like chest high, but he has all of the detail of a true nutcracker. See if I can move it here. His beard is there, but his face is also there. So adorable. Nutcrackers are fabulous at Christmas. This is, this one is hard to see. Maybe I should do this one. But if I show you in the bag, so this says Noel, and on the letters, there are these etched snowflakes, and this is actually the nose. The O is a snowman face, and the nose goes on where it should be properly. So this one's also really cute because you could stain the N and the E and the L and then see the detail of those little snowflakes that have been etched in there, and then just paint the face of the snowman. That would look really classic. Love that one. And lastly is this. Says Jingle All the Way. This is like a shiplap back. So it's got the lines etched on there for you. And there are a couple of little bells or bells there for you to add on wherever you would like. The Jingle All the Way is simple, really a nice one to give away. And that's it. That's all of your options. That's it. 15 to choose from. And so lots and lots of choice. These are simple enough that your kids can do them. Would make a great activity for everybody sitting around the table if you've got family coming, or if you attend, Christmas gatherings where there's lots of little kids. This might be a great option to keep them occupied and to have them all do their own little craft, which is fun. One, because it's not super messy. The pieces will keep them busy for long enough, but not too long for them to get frustrated or bored. So that's, I think they're a great option. The snowman is your favorite. Mrs. Claus is your favorite. Hey, Rhonda, thanks for joining us. Mrs. Claus, and then the snowman. Which snowman? The round one, I guess. The round snowman, this little guy. This is your favorite? This snowman? I love it too. I think maybe we should do that one. So I'm going to use some of the paint pods behind me so you have an idea of what that looks like. But I also wanted to show you, because especially with kids, I'm all about them being able to be creative and reducing the mess at home. It's one thing for me to make a mess here with your kids in the studio. Cleanup doesn't affect what you've got going on there, but maybe at the family Christmas party, you're not really looking to bring out paint because we might be in our Christmas best, and I can understand that. So we're the round one. Okay, I guessed right. So I wanted to show you these. So this is a set of acrylic paint markers, and you've seen we've used all of the big brands we have used in this studio. We use them often. Posca and Arteza. Posca is by far always my favorite. But these ones came from the dollar store. They were $5 for the box. And I'm going to put them to the test tonight. I had some people over the weekend using them and they quite liked them. But I'm going to put them, I'm going to use them on parts of this snowman tonight so you can see how you can perhaps do ornaments at Christmas with your kids while they're in their Christmas best, and use the markers instead. It'll minimize the mess. So I'm going to drop the camera so you can see. We're going to do the snowman because that's what you asked for. And we're going to put him all together. Excuse me. And let's see how he comes together here. My camera is turned the wrong way. So let's see if we can't make this work. Maybe. We'll do all of the little additions as we go here. And I'm going to use a combination of paint and the markers. And I'm going to pull up on my phone, I'm going to pull up the image, the inspiration image, because it is, it will be what's on your package when you, if you purchase this one. So I want you to be able to see, if I can find it. You can never find things when I'm looking for them. I am the worst at organizing. My Google Drives are just a hot mess. They really are. Oh gosh. And that's where all of the ornaments, all of the images are there. Okay, I found it. Oh yes. I see now. So I'll show you if I can on camera. This is the inspiration image. It's not going to focus for you. It's adorable. Love it. So this is the brim of the hat, and this is the snow on the cap of the hat, like that. And then on the example, the holly was over there. The heart is on his belly, and his nose is where his nose should be. There are no teeny tiny eyes, and there are no, there is no little mouth. A bit closer to me, close come. I'm lost, Mo. I am lost. All right, so I'm gonna pull some colors and we're gonna get to painting because that's fun. And I'm gonna use the colors right out of the pots so that you can see how that works. And you can decide, oh goodness, this one. And of course, there's no white over here. And brown. Brown and white. We need white. Oh, the closed captioning. I don't see the closed captioning. I see what you're saying. I'm going to like be really annoying and try this. Because part of the problem is right here. There we go. That might be a little bit better. There we go. I don't see the closed captioning on my screen, but I got what you're saying now. I got it. So I'm going to use the exact same tools that you would get in your kit so that you can see that the results of your ornament are just as fabulous. I am going to use, on the small parts, I'm going to use these markers so we can give those a test. This is better. You can see better. Please let me know. And I will grab some water for washing. That's better. Wonderful. Of course, when you come into the store, you get to choose what colors you might want to use. For our purposes, I will tell you that a lot of people will say, oh, I just want the same colors that are on the image, which is totally fine. You don't have to stress out about the colors. The inspiration image is there exactly for that reason. So you can choose to just pick those colors and make it super simple on yourself. Don't stress out about the color. But I do want you to see that you get a ton of paint and you won't run out. Because this paint, this is our mineral-based paint. We use the exact same paint for all of our projects. It doesn't matter if it's a DIY kit or if you're crafting here in our space. You are always using the our high quality paint that we choose to carry in the store for sale. And it's also the paint that we use to craft in all of our classes. And it's the paint that goes with all of your kits so that you know you are getting a quality paint that not only paints really, really well, covers really well, makes it so that all level of crafter is going to have great results. But it also dries super, super quickly. And you can see that probably by what it is that I'm doing. It's already dry. The pieces that I already have done are dry. And I'm just painting out of the lid right now. And I'm not going to paint where the snowman is because it's going to be covered. So I'm just going to go up to the edge in case I mess up on the placement. I've got a little bit of a buffer, but that's what we're going to do here. I do also always recommend to people to go light on their coats. So don't slop the paint on. That can be hard for kids because they don't have as much fine motor control as we adults do, which is also one of the reasons why I recommend the markers for the kids. And even if you can't find these dollar store paint markers, don't fret. Just use Crayola super tips or whatever they're called anymore. I can't even remember, but Crayola markers will work just as well. It's totally fine. But I always say do one coat, light coat, and then come back and do a second coat if you think you need it. I would say that my my first coat of blue is a little bit blotchy, so I'm going to go in with a second coat. Still working out of the lid here. I haven't even touched the bait or the large section of this paint pod, so it's crazy how far this paint goes. Which is fun because if you're picking up multiple kits, then you'll have multiple colors to work with. You can share the colors with whatever kits you end up picking up. And then there's paint left over that you can use for other things, which is also great. Awesome. So the kits themselves could also be turned into magnets if you would prefer. You don't have to make these into tree ornaments. You could put a magnet or two on the back and turn them into a fridge magnet. That would be kind of fun as well. There's also on all of these magnets, there is a completely blank backside. So an awesome place to have the kiddos sign them if they're being given as a gift, or to put their thumbprints and put the year, all sorts of options for you to be able to make this a memorable gift if you are giving it away. So that's 2 coats of paint. Some of it's dry, some of it's not. But 2 coats is plenty and the coverage is fabulous. I started to say this and I interrupted my own self, which is hilarious. But I always tell people to paint a light coat first, let it dry completely, be patient, and then come back and paint your next coats. Because if you get too far ahead of yourself, you can actually remove the parts of the first coat can be removed by painting over the second coat. So, my goodness, that sounded like a motorcycle outside, and it's a little cold for motorcycles. I am not sure if I've said this already, but if you are watching, please make sure you say hello in the comments. Every week I have people who stop into the store afterwards and they're like, "Oh, I saw your live and it was so great what you did," but I never heard from them in the comments. So don't be shy. Say hello. We love to say hello to new friends in the comments. All right, I'm going to test out these markers and on some of these parts that I've got the right colors for. Oh, if I can get them out of the package. Okie dokie. So typically with a paint marker, you would have to prime the tip. I'm not sure if this is the same, so we're going to try it. I'm going to paint his hat next. And we'll see. I know that this part is going to be covered. Yeah, well. Now, these were used over the course of the weekend by several people. So they haven't been exposed to the kids yet in camp. So that'll be the true test. But yeah, I'd say those work great. That's wonderful coverage. Black can be a hard color to use because of the wood shade underneath. That looks great. I'm going to cover the whole hat again, just in case I mess up my placement. I want to make sure that it's all covered. It's drying quickly and streak free, so that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know, Annette. I was saying earlier that it's nice to have an alternative if you are bringing in kids or even for yourself. It is certainly a lot easier to paint these little pieces with the pens than it would be with a brush. That's always an option for you. It's a little bit easier to maneuver with a pen like that. So maybe that's a complete option. I don't have an orange in here that I love in this package. So I'm going to skip the nose and do it with paint. But I am going to try the red on this little heart. Oh yeah, very nice. Really, like for $5 from the dollar store, you can't go wrong. That was Dollarama. I would, if you are somebody who likes to have the kids around to do things or you like to do them yourself, I think that's definitely a worthwhile addition to your craft kit. At $5, you can't go wrong. Like for reference, if you were to purchase a Posca marker, a single Posca marker from Michael's without a coupon will cost you $14. So just in terms of for reference. So definitely worth it to have these around. And as a crafter, the Posca markers might be important to you, but definitely are not going to be that important for your kids. So an option there for sure. Definitely love this. Oh, Annette, what do you mean in terms of edging? What kind of edging? Or did you just mean like tiny parts? Because you certainly could use them to do like a stitching. That would be fun. Even though these parts are tiny, it is not impossible. I'll show you what I'm painting right now. It's this tiny little berry, which is not going to be in focus. But it is completely doable with this brush that came out of the kit. So I'm using exactly the same tools that you will get in your toolkit. And it's not impossible, despite the small pieces. And you'll notice, I'll see if I can get this to focus. You'll notice that when you paint those little black lines, they stay, you still see them, which is really quite nice because they add the dimension and detail in some of those pieces. The definition is very helpful. So it's nice that they still show through even after you've painted. I'm going to do the berries on this one with the marker, but you totally could do that with paint on a brush for sure. Oh, yeah. That's a really great point, Annette. So oftentimes, especially on the rounds, if your paint gets over the edges, it may annoy you. It annoys some people to great lengths that the paint is over the edge. And you can always clean that up with the paint markers. That's a great tip. Usually you're a whole mess. Yes, definitely the markers help hide the whoopsies. I am going to test the white because white is always a hard color. The white paint pens always take a beating. So I think this white test is a good one. Hopefully I did the right side. White is incredibly difficult to cover the wood grain with a white marker. The other thing that you're fighting against here is the burnt edges. So the laser leaves burnt soot-like marks. Hello, Heather Schwager. But this appears to be covering quite well. Let's see. Focus, friend. Focus. It's not doing too badly with white. So that's interesting. I might actually also use it for no, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do some detail work with white paint, which I have here. So I'm going to get out a little bit of white to do my snowman, and then I'm going to do some dry brushing just for some distressing detail in the rest of the piece. But we'll get this white on our snow person, snowman, whatever it is. And then we're almost ready to assemble. So it is a quick craft. They are super fun. They make great stocking stuffers if you've got crafty kids or crafty friends. If you are having to do like a white elephant or an office party type deal, and you know that your Secret Santa likes to craft, this would make a fun gift to give away for sure. I'm going to go back in and add those X's on his face. If you've got aunts and uncles or grandmas and grandpas, and you want to all do something together as opposed to, at family gathering, this is always fun. Bring out the crafts and everybody can make an ornament. That would be kind of fun. How was everyone's Monday? I forgot to ask. Mine was lazy. I was tired. The weekends wore me right out. I had full intentions of doing all sorts of work, but I did not. Let me get a second coat on here. So my snowman's looking has lots of great coverage. And he looks white as opposed to dirty. He's a December 1st snowfall snowman, not a February snowman. You know how they all get all dirty looking? All the snow begins to be dirty and gray. It's the worst part of winter. Oh, he's looking great. We're getting there. Our little snowman. Let me know. Did y'all have a Monday of Mondays, or was it a good Monday? What was the good news today? Share it with me. I'd love to know. I'm going to try. This is a metallic set, so I wasn't able to find just a non-metallic set. I'm going to try this. It looks bronze to me. I'm going to try it on his arms and see if it reads as brown. Actually, it does kind of read as brown. I don't get the metallic. It's not shiny. Just so you know. But it definitely reads brown. I do like that. All right, I think we're ready to assemble. I'm going to take the end of my paintbrush and I'm going to do some little snowflakes on the background of my ornament. Some of them closer together, some of them further apart, some of them bigger, some of them smaller. You could also use toothpicks. You could use barbecue skewers. You can, all sorts of different things. Anything with a pointy end can be used to accomplish this snowflake. Snowdrops. I don't know what they are. Ah, that's sweet, Annette. Love that. That's a good news story. Oh my gosh. You're aging me, Mom, with your story. 49 years ago in prenatal classes. Huh. I love that. I love that you still stay in touch. Those friendships and those connections are so very important. So that's great. Love that. All right. I think I've got enough snowdrops on there. So I'm going to wash off the end of my brush and I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing on the edge of my hat, the edge of my holly, and the edge of my heart. Now, this is completely optional. Anything that I'm showing you is always completely optional. But it also just adds another layer to your piece, a little bit more dimension, a little bit more visual interest. So a little bit of dry brushed white on this red piece on one edge, on one side. Did I lose it? There it is. Got caught in my sweater. And then we'll put it all together. So when you're dry brushing like this, I take my paint out of my actual where there's a daub of paint, and then I would brush off all of the excess in a dry portion of my palette. Or if you have a paper towel, you could do that. And then I take my brush and just run it along the edges of my piece. So I'm not covering the whole thing. I'm just simply covering or hitting the edge of this piece. And I'll try and show you what that looks like here in a second. I'll get it closer. You might have to wait until I put it all together. But again, it's just visual interest, dimension, a little bit more structure to your piece, a little bit more interest. Totally not necessary. You do not have to go to this extent. Certainly, your kiddos are not likely to go to this extent. If you're trying to mimic snow on something, I would just put it on the top edge, not the bottom edge, because that would be read more reflective to how snow would fall. I'm not sure that I love the brown that was in that package, so let's test and see. Oh, and I didn't do the nose. I have to find my orange. I'm going to test the brown out of my paint pot here and see how well it covers this paint, because I didn't love that brown. I want my arms to look, my twigs to look like twigs, and they was reading a little too peachy for me. So there we go. Seems to cover just fine. As I always say, if you choose a color and you don't like it, you can almost always just cover it right up. No, easy peasy. So you can see with my little ornament here, I have used very little paint, and you will have lots of paint left over. The paint will keep in these pots. They seal, so you'll be able to keep them safe to use for another project. Grab an orange. Took the head right off of my paintbrush. Golly. I am going to come back in with my black paint marker and just paint the eyes and the mouth of my snowman so that it is more noticeable, because I've covered it with the white paint and it has quite disappeared a little bit. There's that. And I'll use my white, my black, to just give my eyes some more eye, and my that's cute. Very cute. All right, we're gonna glue. How fast and fun was that? We're gonna put it all together. So keep in mind that your kit is gonna come with super glue. So if you are purchasing these for kids, I'm gonna recommend that you make sure that the adult does the gluing because the glue is permanent and you don't want to get it on your skin. If you do happen to get it on your skin or the skin of a child, you're going to want some acetone to get it off. You do not need a ton of this glue. It does not have to be covered by any means, just a few little drops especially paying close attention to the edges, will completely get everything glued down without any movement. You don't have to worry about it coming off. I can assure you of that. I like to give just a little bit of pressure for a few seconds. Just hold it down tight for a couple of seconds, and then you're good to move on to the next piece. I also don't love to put my glue on the tiny pieces because then I have to touch them. So if I put the glue on the base, then I don't have to worry about getting the glue on me. And I don't love to get stuck to this glue. I think I put this on upside down. No, I did not. That doesn't make sense. It has to go this way. There we go. That's better. Hello, Laura Donaldson. How are you? I hope your Monday was good. We had an amazing retreat. The weather was great. The group got to go out and ride, which was fun. They got a little wet at the end, I think. I was not a rider, but they certainly had a good time by all reports. Food was good. Company was amazing. Lots and lots of laughter. I heard there was an after-hours haircut that took place. I was not privy to that. I had gone to bed. But it was tons and tons of fun. So some amazing creative souls were in the room who did a fantastic job. So much creativity. It was fabulous. I felt inspired in a room full of people who were creating. So, which is wonderful. Yeah, Annette has the details, not me. It was a good time. You missed the haircut too? I don't entirely know what went on. Put on my little holly over here. And my last piece of my heart. And then I will show you. So as with your paint, you're going to have lots of glue left over. We've used a variety of different kinds of glue. My understanding is that as long as you don't get a bunch of glue on the tip, so I show you on the tip, you should be able to put the lid on nice and tight and save that because there's a ton of glue in there. If you have glue on the tip, then you might not be able to get that lid off. So much laughing. You're not going to share with us. I know you were part of the haircut business, but all good. Mo, let me check my calendar and I can tell you when bullet journaling is. Bullet journaling is on Sunday the 15th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Registration will open ideally tomorrow, but we'll see how my day goes. It should have opened today. I am behind as usual. So registration might open without images just so that it's there. And then the images will come afterwards. Who knows? So your kit will come with a piece of this twine, and you're going to be able to, so you can hang your piece. I cut that. Who knows if it's long enough. I'm going to place my twine. I want to put this bead on it, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to play with this a minute and see how I can get it the way I want it to be. think we'll do it this way. I might need to go and grab a piece of green tape. We'll see. Sometimes the inside of the beads are too rough for the twine to pass through. And if that happens to you, just a little bit of painter's tape on the end of your twine will do the trick. But that one worked just fine. So the bead goes on the end like that, just like that. And you can tie it there if you want to tie a knot to keep it down. You don't have to. And then I'm going to take a tiny little piece of this red ribbon. And you can do two different things. You can just cut it and glue it there. Just a little piece. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to cut a longer piece. So you could take a piece of this ribbon. This is wired. Not all of the ribbons that we have for you to choose from are wired, but you can take it and squeeze it in the middle and then just glue it right there at the middle, and you'll have these little wisps of ribbon. I like to do these little shoelace ribbons. I might have cut this too short. Where I just take two bunny ears and I tie them similarly to how I would tie a shoe, so that I get this simple little bow. And you can completely skip the ribbon if you're not feeling ribbing. You could add, if you've got some greenery at home, you could add a little twig of spruce or pine or fir, whatever you've got, whatever bits of green, fake or real. I guess you could use real if you wanted to. It just wouldn't last until next year in the Christmas decoration storage box. But you could put a twig in there if you wanted to. You can also pick up some really great artificial stuff at Michael's. Everything is marked way down. Pretty soon they'll have Valentine's Day stuff out. So you could always pick stuff up there. The Dollar Tree also and Dollarama also typically have some great little bits of greenery. So you can grab a piece there just to have to cut apart to add to your ornament. I'm just getting the bows on this part out a little bit. So just a tiny little bow. You can trim it up later if you want to. And then I'm going to put a little dab of glue right on that underneath the underneath the wooden bead. Finish a sentence, Sarah. On top of the twine where it comes and is attached, and I'm going to add my little bow right there. And then I think I probably will trim up my lengthy little pieces here. And once it's stuck, I will show you what it looks like. But that little bow just adds just that next little touch to your ornament. Just something to, oh, I just glued it to the table. Look at that. It went through the hole. I wasn't thinking. I'm gonna dovetail my end here and make it shorter so it's not blocking my snowman. And that's it. A cute little craft for you to do, or for you to give as a gift for the kids to do. This would make, like, you could have your kids make these ornaments and give them away as teachers' gifts, bus drivers' gifts, grandma and grandpa gifts, you know, neighbors, whoever you need to give a gift to. And it's fun to have something handmade. And if the kids have done it, then it's even more special. But I will show you what that looks like with the little bow and the beads. Oh, I didn't even notice. Yes, there was a lot of laughter, in particular on Saturday night. That is stinking adorable. I'm going to pull the camera up so you can see better, and there's better lighting. But that ornament is so cute. So cute. That's better. That's better lighting too. And you can see how fun that is. With or without the ribbon, with or without the bead, it is completely up to you. They look just as adorable on their own, super simple. You can see there where I've added the bits of green. It's trying to focus on my face. The bits of green, or sorry, the bits of white on the brim of the hat and on the green and on the heart. You're glad. Oh, friend, Annette, if you only knew the number of things that I have done to these tables on a regular basis, like not even like we're three and a bit years in here to this crafting extravaganza. And I still regularly staple things to the table, nail them to the table, screw them to the table. There are several places where I have screwed right through something and into the table. It's all good. They're workbenches. They are they're intended to be used and loved, and they show my battle scars and my ability to learn. But yes, I definitely also glue things to things that I shouldn't. So this is really fun, and I am super excited to launch all of these new kits, not just the ornaments, but the rounds. We have a small number of 16-inch rounds as well. Laura, I do have a red barn in stock. If you wanted that one, just let me know. I do have a couple of them, but I definitely have one that I know you had asked for it. So I have one set aside for you if you still want it. I have a couple of gnomes. I have a couple of red trucks in the larger size. And then we have our stock of smaller rounds as well. Some new designs for this year, which are super fun. And you'll be able to see those up on the wall behind me over the course of tomorrow and Wednesday. I vow to be done by Wednesday at the end of the day. So lots of fun. There is some amazing opportunity to create this week if you are looking to get out of the house and be creative. Kids Art Club is on Tuesday. And so there's still space in that. You're welcome to sign up or share the word with anybody who has kids who want to be creative. I know they are working on their own art projects that are intended to be given as gifts. So that's a series that they're working on. There is the stocking hangers that are so cute. You can paint on them. You can do nail art on them. I know some of you loathe string and nail art, but it can be super cute. Each one of those stocking hangers is individual. So instead of it being a great big project where you put a bunch of hangers all on one piece, each one of them is individual. So it makes it a little bit easier to decorate your space. And maybe you only are hanging one stocking or two stockings and you don't need a great big piece. So each one of them is individual and you can make as many as you like. Stained, painted, nail arted, stenciled, whatever you want to do, burned, whatever you want to do on them, you can do that night. We have ceramics this week. So Chris from the kiln will be here on Thursday with a wide assortment of ceramics pieces for you to paint. And then they go back to the kiln to be fired and you come back and pick them up. Usually about 2 or 3 days later, depending on what else she's got going on. She will have some ornaments with her, both flat ornaments that Santa and Rudolph, trees, that kind of thing. So they're flat, as well as ceramic round balls that are plain, and then you can paint whatever your heart desires on them. So it's a real opportunity to be creative, as well as things like plates and mugs and teapots and platters and whatever. If you're looking for something specific in the notes of your registration, just put a note so that I can pass it along to Chris. So that's on Thursday. Friday night is parents' night out, which is super fun. You might be looking for an opportunity to be kid-free at this time of year, get some shopping done, or just have a night off. Send the kids to us. We will feed them. We will craft with them. We will laugh and have fun and eat chips and watch a movie, and it's a lot of fun. So I know there are a few spaces left. That's a very popular program, so don't sleep on that one. But I do know there are a couple of spaces left. Saturday is our gift making craft palooza day, so you can spend the whole day with me and make, I believe it's 8 gifts. Yeah, go home with 8 gifts that can be given away. So you can come and do that and spend the day with me. Sunday, I believe we're closed for a birthday party. I believe, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's on the agenda. And then we move into December. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's here already. So lots of fun things coming at you in December. Some really fun build classes, things that you can make to give away or to enhance the decor at your house. Lots and lots of fun projects. I'm sure you've seen the calendar for what those projects are, but images are coming for them all as well soon. So that's it for me tonight. Oh, I will put it aside for you, Laura. I see your comment now. I'll put it aside for you with your name on it. That is it for me tonight. Too much talking turns into a coughing fit. So enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully you have an opportunity to get creative, because we know how important that is for our mental well-being, especially at this busy time of year. Stop in and say hi as we transform the store into our Christmas wonderland. Don't forget about next Friday. December the 6th is our second annual Christmas market. It's going to look a little different this year. We're inviting some other makers to fill all of the tables. So there will be our regular makers who are here, as well as some guest makers who are here. So an opportunity to come and shop. We will have giveaways. We will have snacks. We will have lots of hugs to give away, and just some real laughter as well, and some connection. So hopefully we'll see you then, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, drop in, open house style, and hopefully we'll see you then. So that's it for me. Have a great week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button or the heart and share it if you so please. Spread the word of what it is that we're doing here. Thanks again. Have a great week. Take care and stay crafty. Bye, friends.